Christopher Nolan's Odyssey and Nitesh Tiwari's Ramayana, both movies based on ancient epic poems, are releasing this year. But what if I told you they both secretly share the same narrative DNA? A lost king, a long exile, separation from a faithful wife, monsters, gods, and a long journey back home. The more you research, the more similarities you will find. So stay till the end because this video will change the way you watch both Odyssey and Ramayana movies this year. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Story structure. The Greek epic The Odyssey follows Odysseus, a warrior trying to return home to his wife Penelope after the Trojan War. The Indian epic Ramayana tells the journey of Prince Rama, exiled from his kingdom and later separated from his wife Sita. One tells the story of a god, other that of a man. Different cultures, but look closer. Both stories begin after a major conflict. Both heroes lose their homes and get separated from their wife, and both heroes must endure long journeys filled with trials before returning to and reclaiming their rightful kingdom. This is essentially the world's earliest version of a hero's journey, thousands of years before cinema even existed. So let's take a closer look. Number 2. The curse of a father and hero's exile. In both stories, the hero's struggle is prophesied or caused due to a curse of a father. In Ramayana, Sri Ram's father King Dashrath accidentally kills a sage's innocent son Shravan, which leads to the sage cursing him that he will also face a similar death separated from his son. In the Odyssey, the Odysseus blinds Cyclops Polyphemus, a one-eyed monster, and because of that, Cyclops' father, the sea god Poseidon, curses Odysseus that his journey will be filled with trials and treacherous paths. And much like Sri Ram's 14-year-old exile, that curse by Poseidon directly leads to the Odysseus' journey back home lasting 10 long years. Now in this comparison, Shravan was actually an innocent victim while Polyphemus was one-eyed monster. Well, that brings us to number 3, the catalyst. Shurpanakha versus Cyclops Polyphemus. In Ramayana, the main antagonist Ravan enters the picture when Ram's brother Lakshman cuts demoness Shurpanakha's nose. She then goes to her brother Ravan asking for revenge, which becomes the catalyst for the long battle between hero and villain, between Sri Ram and Ravan. In a very similar fashion, in the Odyssey, the main antagonist Poseidon comes into the picture when the main hero Odysseus blinds Poseidon's son, the Cyclops Polyphemus. And much like Shurpanakha, Polyphemus asks his father for revenge, which becomes the catalyst for the hero's treacherous journey back home. Now remember, in both Greek and Indian mythologies, the monsters and demons play a very similar part, which brings me to number 4, monsters versus demons. In Ramayana, demons often symbolize moral chaos, beings who violate dharma. So Ravan is not just a villain, he represents ego, desire and imbalance. Shurpanakha is not just a giant demoness, she is a symbol of unrestrained desire. Similarly, Odysseus' enemies are not random creatures. The Cyclops punishes arrogance, sorceress Circe represents temptation to abandon one's duty for luxury. So in both epics, monsters are not mere obstacles. They are the moral exams for our heroes. But why does our hero has to go through all these hardships? And that brings me to number 4, the waiting wife. Perhaps the strongest similarity lies not with the heroes, but with their wife. Sita waits in captivity, refusing Ravan despite immense pressure. On the other hand, Penelope waits in Ithaca, surrounded by suitors trying to claim the throne of Odysseus. Both women use patience as power, both represent loyalty as resistance, and narratively, they serve the same function. They are the emotional reason the hero must return. Without Sita, Rama's journey has no purpose. Without Penelope, Odysseus' journey has no home. In both stories, the rightful king returns to his kingdom, chaos ends, and balance restores. And that brings us to the most important question: did one inspire the other? Well, ancient Greece and India were connected through early trade routes, so stories could have traveled across cultures. But maybe there is a simpler explanation. Maybe great civilizations independently created similar stories because human fears are universal. Losing home, fighting chaos, and finding your way back. The similarities may prove that humanity tells the same stories again and again. And as far as us Indians are concerned, Ramayana is not just a story, it's our history and it's our culture. So, what do you think about it? If there are any other similarities or inspirations that you have spotted, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this comparison, please like, share, and subscribe for more such content. I'll see you in the next one.